Good morning, everybody. This is Jason from Blue Weather. Before I get started here, if you like weather-related videos, I daily provide them here on Blue Weather. If you would, subscribe to this channel. You can also find us on Blue Weather at facebook.com. Now, one of the things we want to talk about today is the possibly cooler July. A few days ago, we had talked about how from the 11th to the 15th looked like a pretty good cool down, but what had changed that when Tropical Storm Barry started coming up out of the Gulf, it brought the warm air with it, so you never had that trough happen here on the East Coast that would allow that cool air to come down that the models were seeing. But the models are still seeing July as a cool down. Now, if you noticed here, let me wait till this loop comes back around, the East Coast right there. The red was warm, hot air that we've been seeing. And you can notice the eastern half of the country turns into mostly light blue. And, you know, that could be anywhere from a degree to 6-7 degrees easily cooler. Now, what kind of temperatures are we talking about? Well, let's take a look to see. Okay, here you have July the 22nd. You can see that you have 72 degrees in Beckley, West Virginia, 75 Lewisburg, West Virginia. Obviously, it's still showing it pretty warm in North Carolina and Virginia, but if you kind of notice, there's some 68 to 70 degree temperatures up here in Ohio, mid 70s in Kentucky. All right, here on Tuesday, July the 23rd. 70s all over West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, Pennsylvania, even clear down to North Carolina. Wednesday, the July 24th, you still see several 70s show up. I even see one 69 degree temperature down here in North Carolina close to the beach coast. Now, obviously, do I think it's going to be 69 degrees? Probably not. But as a general idea, this kind of gives you an idea. There could possibly be a cool down from once this warm air moves out of this tropical system. Again, you see on Friday, July 26th, there's several 70s on this map. Sunday, July 28th, you still see some 70s up in the mountains. It starts to heat up a little bit again in Virginia, North Carolina. Still warm in Virginia, North Carolina, but as you can see on the western side of the mountains, Kentucky, West Virginia, Ohio, Tennessee, a whole lot cooler than what they had been. This is Tuesday, July the 30th. Same thing. Kentucky, Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Tennessee, all those areas there showing it a good bit cooler. And last but not least, one of the things we'll look at, so okay, if we get cooler temperatures, what kind of rain output do we possibly look at? This is the GSF ensembles, and this is when you take the GSF and run it 20-some times to see if you get the same result, which is usually more accurate than actually using the actual one model run that runs 4 times a day. As you could tell there's some purple collars here on the East Coast, which could be 2+ inches, but this is looking out 15 days. So 2 inches or less over 15 days for the East Coast. If that was to be true, that wouldn't be bad at all. So if there is some places that has been a little bit drier, that's probably not the greatest news for you. But if you're like me and you're ready for it to stay dried out a little bit, I'm looking forward to that compared to the last couple summers that we've had. So like I said, nothing set in stone. There could be another tropical system that could change all this. But as for right now, it looks like July might cool off, the second half of July, and also not really be that wet once we get this tropical system Barry out of the way. Again, I appreciate your support. Like this video, subscribe below. We're also Blue Weather at facebook.com. You can also find us. I hope you guys have a wonderful day.